So there are multiple forms of base 10 blocks that you can get. The foam ones, which are from the STEM Center, you can get those, or you can also even just make them for your students, which are very inexpensive compared to the other ones you can get. There's also the plastic ones, which are, personally, I think are better because you can let the students physically count. There are 10 ones make up a 10 stick, or there's 10 sticks that make up the 100th block. You can also get the online, you can also find online manipulatives of the base 10 blocks, which that's on abcyaw.com. And those are good because they're free. You just have to have the resource of having a computer or an iPad in the classroom for the students to use. But you can't let the students physically touch them and count each single one. So for the foam ones like I have, you can show the students that there are 10 ones in the 10 stick. So you can physically show them that there are 10 ones and let them do this too, so they know. And then you can also show that there are 10 tens in the 100th block. So they better understand how these things work. We want them to know that without counting, there are 10 ones in the 10 stick and there's 10 tens in the 100 stick. They might have to count at first to make sure, but once they get the hang of this, then they will be able to tell, well, that already has 10 and I need 30, so that means I need 3 of these 10 sticks. For this activity, you will need dice, the 10 sticks, and the ones. An easy activity that you can do with your kids is let them roll a dice one at a time. So 5 would be, you would have 5 tens. And then you roll another dice, which will be 1 ones. So now you are going to let them draw the 5 tens. You can also show them to use the manipulatives if they need to. So now you have 5 tens. Then you need to draw the ones. So we only rolled a 1, so we only need 1 little block in this box. Then next they will write it out into expanded form. So how many tens do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now, and then if you count each individual little block in the stick, there'll be 10. So you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And they still only have 1, so that'll be, so then the total number, what number they made, is 50 plus 1, which is 51. Okay, then I'll show you one more time. So roll 1 die, that'd be 3, so 3 tens. You can also put out the sticks with that, so I have 3 tens. Roll the dice one more time. So this time I have 4 ones. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this time will be really easy. So now they can be like, oh, I have 3 10 bars sitting here, so I'll draw all those. And then they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 ones, little blocks. So again, there is 10 ones that make up 1 stick. So if you count each individual little block in the stick, will be 10, 20, 30. They may have to count each individual block once they get started, but then hopefully later on they will know that these are made up of 10 ones. And then again, how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So the total number that I just made was 30 plus 4, and that will be 34. Hopefully this will be a fun activity when your students are learning the place values of hundreds, tens, and ones.